said, you know.
I know, what's happening? I thought, I was like, oh, we're leaving LA, it'll be fine. No,
not so much. Yeah.
You brought LA down.
I know, sorry. Good for cosplays, right?
Seriously.
So in the season finale, Liv was left with choice. Can you teach anything about whether the questions of the Stone situation in the first episode?
I think, I mean, Fillmore Grace coming into the picture is definitely kind of the rug being pulled out from under Liv's feet a little, because she thought she understood how the zombie community works, and she thought she knew the bad guys, she knew Blaine, you know, like, it's now thrown this whole other thing into the mix that I don't think she kind of knows how to process yet. I don't know that she trusts easily anymore. She's obviously had her fingers burnt a few times, but it's kind of interesting. We don't know any zombie females, so there's kind of a potential alliance if she wasn't a bad person. I think she's hedging her bets at the moment. It definitely doesn't feel quite right. Something's up, but that's kind of what the Scooby Gang is going to be addressing this season, I think.
And with the Scooby Gang, now that Clive knows, it's, you know, you've got this, the gang is growing, so it could be more of a bigger battle, I guess, with, you know, Fillmore Graves than you would think.
Absolutely. We feel like we've got some strengths now. There's like a community of us that we can, you know, like it's a group that Liv can consult and like a council. More than one idea. It's not sort of rash decisions being made on their own. So I think it helps them to have that like dialogue between them. But it's also scary. It's like the more people that know, the more vulnerable she is. So I think she's going to try to keep the circuit fairly close up to us.
Will her family ever find out? Do you know?
We don't know yet. I'm curious. I'm curious about her family. I'm curious about her dad. It's sort of addressed that. So that'll be an interesting one. At this point, I'm like if an actor wants to come on and be killed off, come on, guys! Like, it just gets dangling the carrot in front of me and then whipping it away. No, I do. Of course, I want Liv to find Liv. I just think, you know, she's in a very difficult situation. She's not in a position to. She's very complicated, you know. More complicated than any of us. Like we've got enough to know that she's a zombie too. So I think, I would love to. I don't know how or when or who, but I really.
I see a very different dynamic between
Well, I think what I love about Living Major is that ultimately they have a friendship underneath everything. Like any good relationship should. I think they can always go back to that. And it's why I would be wary of them racing into anything, even though he's a zombie now. I think that there's obviously giant new powers at play and very uncertain terrain. So it would be great for them to kind of work some of that stuff out and just be able to be there for each other. And should the opportunity end up fitting, it would be great for Living Major to end up together. But it's nothing like being too hasty and burning out. I'm really excited now. You know, if I were Clive, I'd be pretty pissed off. I would be very frustrated now for quite a while. She's been lying. But at the same time, he's very pragmatic, and what she has is able to help him. And I think, you know, he is a very good person that is also aiming to kind of get this problem under control and protect the people he loves the same way that she does. So hopefully he's a very understanding and empathetic detective, and he can come to the party and just help her through it.
And a lot of the humor comes from being in the morgue and having Liv and Robbie hide the true identity from him. So now that he knows, are we going to see a dynamic change there in the humor or the comedy?
I think so. I mean, I think it could be quite a funny dynamic change anyway. Now that Clive knows, he's so black and white. I love it. He's so straight up and down. He's like, you don't see him. I have friends like that. I have friends who just see things very kind of rationally, and I feel like that's what Clive could bring now that he knows what the brains can and can't do. Like, he's not always very passionately, emotionally charged with it. Like, he would be really logical, and I think that could be, it'll bring a different and new, funny kind of dynamic.
Are there any brains that you know of coming out this season that you're excited to play?
I've just found out today that I'm eating the brain of a dominatrix. So there is going to be some weird research going on. I'm going to make sure that the boys do all the research for me and write me a new book and get back to me.
Clear your browser history.
Exactly, I know, clear history. That's really funny. But yeah, there's also, in episode 2, Liv eats the brain of a father and Major eats the brain of the teenage angsty daughter. So that's going to be a really fun dynamic to play with as well. And Buckley's going to kill it. It's going to be great. It's natural, it's the party was born to play.
Do we get any good Liv Robbie friendship moments in the first episode?
We do. I mean, there's a lot of open channel communication happening. We've just gone through what we just went through, so like at the end of season 2. So there's a lot of clearing up some of the confusion. So that's kind of, and it's not. I wouldn't call it like a particularly light episode, but there's definitely some fun parts in it that I'm actually really looking forward to. That we shoot next week. So I'm excited. Okay. Happy?
Well, anyway, Liv has now is sort of a new big nemesis almost in a lot of ways, with this militant crew coming in. How should they do it?
I think she doesn't know quite what to make of it yet. I think she's certainly hedging her bets. This is a little odd. It seems like there's a sinister air about it, but at the same time, I mean, there's also a lot of information that she could use, and she wants to understand where these people are and where they're from. So I don't think she's keen to outright antagonize. I think she's very wary, and I don't trust Vivian yet. I'm not sure. But I'm very, very excited to have the actress who plays Vivian. I mean, she's just so wonderful. She's great. Big fan. So happy to have her. Great. Thanks so much, guys. That's what I'll leave that.
Rose, can I ask you a quick question?